Psalms chapter 40, verse 1. The chief musician, a psalm of David. I waited patiently for you, for the Lord Yahweh, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. He brought me up also out of the horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock, and established my goings. I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Dwadi Yahweh Shemel Shah, for giving us the apostles and the elders of great millstone who deserve double honors, rightfully so. Shalom to the Hakim, pushing the word, sincerity, and truth, for being faith-based and being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come. Race wars, famine, concentration camps, style, 5D chip, which is the mark of the beast. 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the church of the Lord lifted the whole elect into the chambers. Simultaneously, the church of the Lord shooting laser beams down godly and heathens. Rightfully so. Hey, our brothers out of the Lord, take the course of this video. Just a vessel seeking salvation out of the spiritually wickedly known place as Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Babylon, and all the other filthy customers that have taken upon. Hey, right now the time is 4:57 a.m. Friday, September 8th, 2023. Hopefully, all prophecies come to pass. So if this video is sponsored by Yahweh Shah sustains his servants. Yahweh Shah sustains his servants. And our desire one of his servants being sustained and preserved for righteous judgment. And that's to get up out of here on the righteous side. Get taken into those chariots. You know. That's what I'm looking forward to. So I love the book of Psalms. It's really got a lot of great examples on, especially on King David and him being him sin how he sinned, and the Lord still was with him, had mercy on him, and that's what I'm looking for, mercy. Based upon being in this world and how you say, doing the things you did in this world. Apostle Hart said the other one of his videos I was watching, said, if you predestinated, if you wanted to elect, no matter what you did wrong, you're righteous in the sight of Yahweh Shemel Shah. If you're selling drugs, gang banging, the Lord will provide. He will, if you want his, he's gonna preserve you. He's gonna take you out of this mess, man. This place is a freaking mess. Salakia. I'm very exhausted right now. But you gotta wait patiently for him. He makes things happen for you, man. If you want his, and I can I represent I am one. I'm one of his servants. Oh. He gives you get you out of situations. Because to me, I can judge on when I get in front of the righteous seat, the judgment seat, and he tells me salvation instead of destruction. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm looking at it that, and the predestinated ones is accurate. So it says in the scripture. Scripture says it. Wow. Um, Ephesians chapter 1, verse 11. In whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestinated, according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will. And that's Yahweh. After the counsel of his own will, Yahweh Shemel Shah, they making this happen. We're at the brink of, it's going to be shown that there's a true living power. And not everybody is invited to his party. If you're one of those elect, you're going to get up out of here. And there's that pie chart, which is which is the 1/3 and 144,000 men government body, and the 2/3, which is the rest of these Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And within these two parts of the pie chart, we got the ones that's going to be judged in righteousness, and the ones going to be judged for their wickedness. And that's a part of his counsel, that all these things that you see happening, people getting away with, it's slow, long suffering. Yahweh Shah is long suffering. He's not just gonna let all these things happen to you. And if you truly want to his, he will help you, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm about to sign one of his, man, and I cry every day to him, man. I do, man. Majority of the time, just real tears rolling down my face. I'm not just crying with words. I'm begging for mercy. You know. Or Azah Naya, help me. Babakusha, Ba Ma Shabia, in my situation. Kasadium, Babakusha, mercy, Babakusha, please. I'm asking the Lord to help me in my situation every day. Because it's not going to be, if these are just, what you see is just beginning. They're going to try more things going to occur. You know, until you in the kingdom. You know, until you're in the kingdom, all these things going to occur. More things. It's going to be, some going to be surprising. Just like when he first introduced the Florida Nightingale Jews, that was very surprising. I didn't see it happening. I didn't know what was going on. When I was in this one location, and then I had to leave the location, and then months, like maybe 3 months later, it was revealed the reason why I left that location. Now it's all over the place. Now it's another glory. We got past his first glory, and scavely, at the how you say it, at our chinny chin, right at the break, right in the nick of time, we got out of it. You know, it's like the righteous is scarcely going to be saved. It's going to be right at the edge, man, and that's going to determine whose side you're on. like I said, Yahweh Shemel Shah already know who's gonna do it for him. Cause he already put in their thoughts who's gonna do it for them. You just gotta right now. It's like very suspenseful. Because the king of time, if he's the king of time, he's control of time. That's Yahweh. He's all looking at everything already. It's already put in place. Very powerful stuff to learn this. Okay? To learn how this is being conducted is very powerful, very spiritual. So we have to wait patiently and deal with it. The word patience means to suffer. So we are suffering this world, this wicked society, this worst case scenario. This place is crazy. So Ephesians chapter 1 verse 11, in whom also we have obtained an inheritance. See, let's go to this chapter real quick. It's the same chapter. Let's go to the top. All right, just gonna get a little bit of this rolling of the spirit. Try to turn the camera. The time is, I don't know if I said it. I think, let me see. Time is 5:06 a.m. Friday, September 8th, 2023. The hopeful year, all prophecies come to pass, and that's what we're looking for. All right, looking forward to this. No, ain't been easy. The blessings of the redemption. The blessings of redemption. All right. Let's see where we started. Yeah, we're just gonna read this, get to the point. We're gonna read from the top. Ephesians chapter 1, verse 1. Paul, an apostle of Yahweh Mashiach, by the will of Yahweh, to the saints which are at Ephesus, and to the faithful in Hamashiach Yahweh, grace be unto you and peace from Yahweh our Father, and from our Lord, our one Yahweh Mashiach. Blessings be the power and Father. Blessings be the power, Yahweh, the Father, our one Yahweh Mashiach, who has blessed us with all spiritual blessing in heavenly places in Hamashiach, according as he has chosen us. In him before the foundation of the world. So that was my point. Before the foundation of the world, it was already clarified who is going to be the ones. So it clarified. And now because I tell you, it's very suspenseful. Like certain things can help you out, like give you a clear indication. You balance your thoughts in your mind, and you try to figure out what the hell is going on, and then you know how you get your clear indication? When you hear the ones before you, like our apostles and the elders and the Akim, right? The ones, it's, especially when I hear it from Apostle Kabar, like, and then, who confirms it? They both confirm each other, the apostles, like Kabar. One time he said, Apostle Kabar said, the demons be talking to you, making you say bad things in your mind. Right? He said that. So I was like, damn, that'd be happening to me. And then next thing you know, Apostle Hall confirmed it. And or vice versa. Apostle Hall be saying something, and then Apostle Kabar confirm it. It happens, man. And they so locked in with each other. Through the spirit, man. It's just something that I observed since I've been watching these men, right? And them being our examples. I'm just saying, like, y'all don't know what y'all watching them for, but me, I'm one time, I don't know, I think it was Pastor Hall. I think he said, do what we do. You seen us doing something wrong, don't follow it. But as you see it, you says out here on the highways and hedges, you don't see us doing nothing illegal or whatever. Do what we do, and that's where I'm like, wow, it makes sense. If you, to me, I don't see them doing nothing wrong. You know, I see them. They regular men with regular problems like men got. You know, they gotta watch their health. Uh, they gotta feed themselves. You know, they gotta pay their bills like us. I don't see nothing. I don't see them doing. I don't see them doing nothing extra there. You know, that's just my observation. All right. You know, so Ephesians chapter 1 verse 4. According as He have chosen us in Him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy without blame. I told you, man. From Him in love. That's true love right there, man. And a great example is um, David. He sinned, and the Lord still forgave him for that. You know, but he messed up. You know, Yahweh Shemel shot ran everything he had through the ringer. You know, and that was a part of the curses. You're gonna get chastised with the rod of men. You know, the slavery. Your whole kingdom, your family, your everything gonna be out of whack. Only time that was before after David took down all his enemies and became king and took over that region of the Middle East, the East, right? Israel. That 40 years was the perfect time at that time. There was no time that was so perfect. That when Yahweh Shah, aka other known as Solomon, it was perfect. According as He has chosen us in Him before the foundation of the world. Hold on, I want to see if I can get another. That's this one. I want to see another verse. How much Shaw held it down. I mean, he bro. I mean, I'm looking back at this now, man. Like, you know, when stuff is happening that the Lord showed favor to Yahweh, to His apostles and His elders. So many videos came out about you know, this individual polite, and we all witnessed what he done. You know, we go back to the other one, Raptor News. We all witnessed what he was doing. Go back a little further. This is when it was tense, because you usually hear stories about, you know, Comfy and his gang running up on people, fighting them. He had a big ass tour bus with his face on it, taking people wives. Crazy. And the Lord made examples of them. Alright? Just to put that out there. Yeah. Salakia. Mm. So so the Lord already got his the ones He want already. He already told them in the beginning. He probably had everybody in front of him, said this is what we gotta this y'all gotta go through when they go on earth. And but these are the ones that's gonna come out of this. So the clay ain't gonna say to the potter, "Oh, why me?" Everybody is bowing on that side of town, in the spirit world. All right, everybody's bowing with their face to the floor in front of pure power. Trust me on that. You could bet that. It's like I was just thinking about a verse. Alright, Salakia. So this is before the foundation of the world, before Yahweh Shemel Shah formed the planet. Let's see if this is. Let's see. But it's Cosmos, Salakia. Alright. So he already had his in the spirit world. He already had who he knew before you came through the womb. So, alright. Verse 5. Ephesians chapter 1, verse 5. Having predestinated us unto the adoption of men, of sons, Salakia, by Hamashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. So this is his will. Okay? To do his pleasure. Alright? I just had it was like a verse. It just came to my mind. I love this chapter. Let's see if I can find it. Revelation 4. I know it's here. So I find it. I think it was the last verse. Lock it. Yeah. Yep. So this is his. This is Yahweh Shemel. This is Yahweh Shah's pleasure. What's going on is his pleasure. It's his show. It's how he wanted it done. Everything you've seen that's panning out is already written. He already. It's just got to be played out. We just got to live it out. There's no cut in this movie. Like stop, and then you put makeup on. No. You got whatever's going on. This is in real time. All right. I love this verse. But this is what I'm going to do if I make it up out of here. All right. I'm just going to read from the point. Yeah. So it says on Revelation chapter 4, verse 10. The 24 elders fell down before him that sat on the throne and worshiped him that liveth forever and ever, and cast their crowns before the throne, saying, that's what I'm going to be doing if I make it out of here. I don't know, I just put a number on it. I didn't mean it. 8,000 years, I'm just going to lay right there in front of the throne. If I make it up out of here, if I make it up one of those ships, I'm one of those men. I'm going to worship him. The body, I'm going to say every time however it goes, you see him, I'm going to be saying the Wadi Yabba Shemel Shah, the Wadi Yabba Shemel Shah. I'm just going to be laying there. I ain't worried about wearing no crown. You give me the crown, thank you, Lord. The Wadi Yabba Shemel Shah. But I just want to worship the Father and the King. For this ultimate, listen, another thing that's real beautiful is that how this story is being panned out. Like when I learned the book, like when I was taught, by my apostles and elders, because I didn't know it before then, the mystery has been revealed, and how, growing up, people always looking at Joshua, oh, the blue eyes, blonde hair, pretty, They come to find out that's dirty leprosy. That's leprosy. Blue eyes leprosy. You know? Blonde hair, leprosy. Um, red skin, leprosy. No pigment. Now, who would have looked like that? Now you know when that's supposed to look like that. That was the curse that they put upon Cain. They're gonna slay me. And the book is still alive and it's not going away. Like if they wanted, if Yahweh Shemel Shah wasn't real, we would be done. Okay, we would be done. But this is how you know he's real, man. Look at the situation. Look how the scenario is turning out. And even in this worst case scenario, right? Look how it's turning out. Look how much you have learned. Look what you have came across. Look what the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah opened your eyes to. Took that spiritual veil off your head. That's what I've been looking at every day. Sometimes, I tell you, like Apostle Gabar said, he said, "Oh, them demons talking shit in your head." And then on one day, I think a couple of weeks ago, Apostle Hall was at the, he was doing the speaking. And he said, he was on autopilot, something like that, right? When the demons was talking to him, "Hey man, don't go out today." He just putting his garment in the bag, whatever, this is automatic pilot. On automatic pilot, getting out there, man. And I remember, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it. I tried to do the video a minute ago before, kind of like a little malfunction. But I think I don't know if I mentioned, polite. I can't remember. Polite, rap the news, and comfy. I remember all these situations, man. Especially up to comfy. Comfy was like brutal. He thought it was the ultimate one. I'm the God sent comforter, the comfy. He was trying to take, I don't know what the hell, who paid him, but he's gone now, like assassinated by the spirit. Man, they took him down, man. The Lord said, Yahweh Shemel Shah said, don't mess with his anointed ones. Well, he's going to make you an example. And it was done on April Fool's. That was really crazy. So, I don't know. I don't know what your problem is. All right. Revelation chapter 4, verse 10. For the 4 and 28 elders fell down before him that sat on the throne and worship him that liveth forever and ever, and cast their crowns before his throne. Here's the point. Thou, verse 11, thou art worthy, O Yahweh Shah, to receive glory and honor and power, for thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure, that's the point, his pleasure, they are and were created. All this whole thing that's happening, it was made for Yahweh Shemel Shah, how he wanted to play out. And trust me, it's in real time, it's the real thing going on, but it's all temporary. It's temporary. Everything you're going through, and he put you through the ringer. He wants you to be his example. Being an underdog is not such a bad thing if you know the blueprint, if you know you predestined, who can stop you? So Salakia, what we at time? 28. Salakia, I ain't gonna talk so much. So waiting patient, he inclined, let's read this verse again. It says, going back to Psalm chapter 40, verse 1. I waited patiently for. That's another thing we gotta have. We gotta wait. We gotta have patience. I waited patiently for the Lord Yahushua, and He inclined my ear. He inclined unto me. He did. Right. Incline. Yahushua inclined His ear. Salakia. Mm-hmm. Um. Salakia. Let me try to pronounce this. Stay by for a second. Salakia. This is H5185. Nata. Not. I mean, yeah, Nata. Nata. To stretch out. To stretch out extends. Spread. Spread out. Pitch. Turn. Pervert. Incline. Bend. Bow. To stretch out, extend, stretch. As the Lord stretches and I extend to us. Help, stretch out, stretch, offer. To spread out, pitch. To bend, turn, incline. To turn out, aside, incline, decline, bend. Hold, to hold up. There you go. That's the Lord. He hold us up. Yep. The water for that. The water for this information, man. I don't care what y'all people say. Y'all done. Every time we need an example, the Lord give us a serious example. Man, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, don't mess with y'all about Shemel Shah's men. Just saying, bro. It's crazy. So the Lord do pick. He do provide. He do provide for His men. All right. But this is where they men come in at. It says Psalms 40 verse 1. I wait patiently for the Lord Yahushua, and He inclined unto me and heard my cry. And we've been preaching to the Lord, ministering to the Lord, crying to Him, help us, help us. Don't let them be the ones on top of us with no victories. Let them be ashamed. He brought me up out. He brought me up also out of an horrible pit, man. Just on the fucking shit that's happening. Can't believe it, bro. Can't believe it. That I mean, it's I got faith in it. So this is just a figure of speech. Can't believe it, man. Oh, hey man, just in the nick of time, man. Wow. Just in the nick of time, things happen for you, and then you be like, the water that you thank the water about Shemel Shah for reintroducing him to me. We have the water about Shemel Shah for having apostles reintroduce him to me, giving us a pure opportunity. So that's what I'm saying, man. So it's like if I was rambling. Right, hold on. He brought me up also. He brought me up also out in a horrible pit, out of miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock, and established my goings. See, man, He did these things, man. I wouldn't know what the hell I'd be doing right now, man. Why y'all watching me? I'm sorry, bro. I mean, there's so much crazy shit that's been happening all the way up to this now. And you cannot say that he wasn't preserved. He sustained his servants, man. I remember like yesterday when I asked him. When I asked Yahweh Shemel I learned the name, right? I remember when I asked him. I said, "All right, Lord, what do you want me to do? It's your will. It's your. I learned, the basics. Like I remember, the Lord's will. It's not your going. Man's going is not of his own. That was a very powerful scripture. That was a very powerful. A man's going is not of his own, right? And I asked the Lord. I cast a lot. I asked him. I said, "Man, listen. Apostle Gabar is another thing. He's always say, just be upfront with the Lord." So I was having a man-to-man, a superpower to a little nothing conversation. I'm a little nothing, and that's a superpower. Just talking to a power like, listen, man. If you don't want me to do this, you don't want me to do your will, I don't get to the next stage. But if you want me to do your will, I get to the next stage. And I went to the Lord will. I got to the next stage. He wanted me to do his will. Powerful, man. Real powerful stuff, man, for me. And these are all faith boosters. They're faith boosters for me. Wow. I'm going to end it with this. Psalms 18, verse 17. He delivered me from my strong enemies and from them which hate me, for they were too strong for me, and they were maimed. I don't think I didn't do it, did it? So that was just straight to the point, man. He got me out of all my situations. Not one, not two, all of them. The King of Time proves his, Tina, once again, the King of Time does it again. So, I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shah, Bashim Kakwadash, the Wadi Yahweh Shemel Shah, for giving us the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Hakim. Shalom.